A bucket, a styrofoam head, and a can of Loctite walk into a bar. I'm just kidding, but Alan Hops did post a YouTube video the other day where he turned a bucket and a styrofoam head into a bust. You know, a concrete statue of the upper half of a person. Anyway, I saw it and I knew I had to try it for myself, so here we are in the workshop, the first project of the 2025 season. I know, I am late as shit. Normally I start in May. It's just been a rough year, you guys. Had to return to work in the office full time. I've been working on my fitness. And it also took me 25 years to clean my workshop up after last Halloween. Like, I'm not even kidding. It was just piled high with all the stuff from the trail. And it just took me a while to get through it all and get it all put away. But the workshop's clean. The creativity bug finally bit me in the ass, and I thought, what better day than the 4th of July to start a new Halloween project? So you can find the full tutorial with all the instructions on Stilt Beast Studios YouTube channel. All hail Alan Hops, he is the GOAT. And even though my Loctite skills are mediocre at best, this little project has actually been pretty easy. So the supplies you need for this are pretty minimal: a bucket, some Loctite, some craft foam, a hot glue gun, a styrofoam head, and paint. A Lazy Susan is also highly recommended. And Alan recommends using a Dremel anytime you are working with EVA foam like this. And after doing this project, I could not agree more. You can get them at Harbor Freight super cheap. Oh, and I almost forgot, you're gonna want googly eyes for the buttons. And now we need to clean up the sides. I'm using a drywall knife to cut off the excess foam. And then we need to add hair. So first you kind of want to draw your hairline. You can use a picture for reference. I used Mr. Darcy from Pride and Prejudice. This part was a little tricky. I just tried to spray the foam in lines in the direction the hair would naturally grow. Not gonna lie, Mr. Darcy was looking a little crazy when all the foam fluffed up, but it's okay because we're going to use our hands to mold the foam while it's still soft. I just sort of smushed it all down, and then I was using the end of a paintbrush to create like hairlines, I guess. So I was going for Mr. Darcy. I kind of think I ended up with Mr. Bingley. I don't know. You guys be the judge. Anyway. And since I was on a Pride and Prejudice kick, I added some little popped up collars with craft foam in there too. So you can definitely spray paint these, but you cannot spray paint the styrofoam head. You need to put at least 1 or 2 coats of paint on the head first. So what I did was I added a coat of dry lock, because the dry lock also adds some really cool stone-like texture to that EVA foam. So you always want to start with saturating the prop with a really thick coat of flat black, and then lightly go over it with gray, and then lightly go over that with a white or a beige. As a general rule of thumb, you're always going to want to go lighter with your base coats of spray paint than you think you need to. Next, you're going to grab some acrylic paint. I think I'm using like a light khaki and an olive green, and you are just going to dry brush the hell out of your prop. Think highlights and shadows. Look at source pictures if you need some inspiration on where to put them. Add some contouring to the face. And when you get it to look like stone, then you're going to want to go over the whole thing with a black wash. And a black wash is just a little bit of black acrylic paint, some water, and I used Dawn dish soap. I never tried it before, but it actually went on pretty good. I like the way it turned out. Just spread it all over, let it sit for a little while, and then you can add a little bit of water to make it runnier if it's too thick. I even went behind that and added like a green wash to make it a little, spookier. Not counting paint, this little project cost me exactly $33. Not bad for a life-sized bust statue, and it looks so good, I think I'm gonna make Mr. Darcy / Bingley a girlfriend for the cemetery. Like a Lady Elizabeth Bennet statue.